Ladies and gentlemen, they're saying for the first time ever, the majority of Americans support a border wall. So, the majority of Americans threw their support behind the construction of a southern border wall for the first time ever since the Monmouth University started asking the question in 2015. According to the survey released on Tuesday, 53% said they favor finishing the construction of a border wall amid the spike in crossings, while 46% said they still oppose it. Over 60% also identified illegal immigration as a very serious problem for the United States. Another 23% said it was somewhat serious of a problem, and another 10% said it was not so serious. Only 5% described it as not serious at all. Monmouth noted that concern about the illegal immigration has gone up across partisan lines after comparing the latest data to similar surveys that were taken during both Trump administration and Obama. On the construction of a border wall, it spiked in September 2015 at 45% and fell below 35% in 2017. Opposition was at 43% in September of 2015 and then jumped to 60% by 2017. By April of 2019, 56% opposed the construction, leaving a 10-point drop since then. Monmouth University latest poll, conducted from February 8th through the 12th among more than 900 US adults, was conducted by phone and carries a margin of error from of 4.1%. The southern border remains a divisive issue for both major parties ahead of the November presidential election. President Joe Biden and Trump are even planning dual visits to the border this week. The former will visit Brownsville, Texas, while Joe Biden will be in Eagle Pass at the same time. Well, you need to be in that White House getting our reparations together. And if you and Trump want to do it, so you can do it now, and then when Trump gets in office, he can, get our next reparations ready for us. Y'all got so much time and you're so old, y'all can get that done. But y'all, I'm not surprised. I think a lot of people are looking at what's going on, especially with the crime going up. And now you have the nursing student that was killed by an illegal, along with the police being jumped out there on Times Square, and then you had the 15-year-old that was out there shooting on Times Square. I mean, and the rash of robberies and them panhandling. I think a lot of people had enough of the illegal. And I think even some people that were once in favor of it are no longer in favor of it anymore, especially after watching all of the footage that's coming out of places like Chicago, New York, Denver, and a lot of it's not just them, it's just they are such big cities, they get the most publicity. But this same problem is in many other states as well. But because they're not a big major city like New York and Chicago, they're just not getting the same level of publicity. But they're dealing with the same immigrant crime, you know? I was looking at some in Ohio. So it's going on anywhere these illegals are located in the country. Wherever they are, the crime has jumped up. And that being said, and you saw the news I did on these illegals on the mopeds. And from what I understand, that didn't change. That is still happening up in New York City, where they're targeting women that are walking alone and they got cell phones out and they go up to them and snatch them. It's not so much the cell phone, they want to get to the Apple Pay on the cell phone so they can max out whatever cards that you have on there and also have access to bank accounts and things like that. That's why they want your phone. And that is an ongoing problem as far as I know. And you also got the headache of these illegals. They now have cars with no license, no registration, and they're driving around like that. And a few of them have gotten into car accidents. So, boy, I sure hope that doesn't happen to anybody, that you don't get in any crashes and the person is illegal. So you already know there's no insurance, there's no driver's license, there's no registration. Yeah, that will be another headache for the citizens in this country. You know, it is just so much. It's hard to keep up. But in the meantime, if you look at the border news, they are still piling in here by the hundreds of thousands. And I saw a recent aerial shot of Eagle Pass. It is so many of them there. And I saw another story where Border Patrol, they just let a whole bunch of people go. They had to let them go because they said they didn't get any funding from the US government. So all of the people they had detained, they had to let them go. They let them go this morning. Hundreds of them. So many of them are going to probably end up freeloading in New York and Chicago. But y'all, tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.